Hey guys, we're back on again with the toast. This is like my 38th time tonight, but special again, along with my 8th cocktail, maybe 12th. Sitting here with Chase Ulrich, Joshua Bonds, and Josh, I did not delete you on purpose, just to let you know, or block you on my phone.
Well, thank you for that.
Maybe I did, but you grew up and you've been doing a good job. Chase Ulrich is sitting here with me.
What's up?
He is the head engineer of Central Irrigation. I've noticed through using series imaging that before Chase Ulrich got here, we did not design irrigations as good as we should.
I'm glad you said that.
True.
I did not know that.
Well, I do know it. And that is the importance of having a good engineer in irrigation.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that from other companies. I have been falling kind of in love with what Ceres is doing. I know Josh can attest to that, is the distribution uniformity and things like that on doing the irrigation is just so important. And I want to thank you. You've been with Central now for 2 years. Luckily, we didn't install many systems before that. And Chase has changed the game in how we look at systems, how we look at distribution, pressures, everything like that. I hope I've taught him a few things on
Oh, yeah.
bigger pipe,
Bigger pipe. Think big.
think bigger,
Plan for the future.
plan for the future, and stuff like that. But Chase, you're a rock star. You got a baby to come. You're married to a beautiful, awesome wife, Shannon,
She
and you reside in Chowchilla. You worked outside on a computer because we didn't have enough room for you in the office, and you stuck around. And Chase, I call him my Lebron James of irrigation. So I'm going to introduce Chase. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And tell us about what you got going on at Central right now.
So I grew up in Belico, California. It's near Turlock. Third generation almond farmer. We grew up on 60 acres of almonds. My dad is a PCA, so I've farmed almonds my whole life. Been around it my whole life. Farmed in high school, raised pigs, worked on the tractors, did all that kind of stuff. My dad noticed. He said, "Hey, Chase, you're a smart kid. You're good at math." He said, "I want you to do something better than just farming." I said, "Well, I don't know. You know, what else is there to do besides farming?" So we looked at Cal Poly. He said, "Hey, I think you should do something with engineering." And my grandpa was actually an engineer. And so I went to Cal Poly and got my engineering degree. And I actually wanted to design farm machinery.
I know you've talked to me about
Yeah, and I still would love to someday.
You probably will.
That was actually one of my senior projects, a 18-foot wide V float that folded and can also do 8-foot wide. But got an internship for an irrigation company senior year of college. Really liked it. The reason why I liked it is because I can directly communicate with the farmers and see the product that I make, their reaction to it, and not really like see how happy they are, but see how I can turn their investment into something that is more efficient for them and help their family, if they're a family business, but help make more money and stuff like that. So that caught me big time, and I really loved interacting with customers. I was pretty shy growing up, and
You were pretty shy when I met you.
yeah,
That's for
I was
sure.
behind a desk for a long time.
They kept you caged up.
Yeah. Now he's a beast.
Yeah, I guess. No, but yeah, seeing the customer smile really got me hooked on the industry. So the other thing I liked about it too is adding in the knowledge of what I learned growing up from farming, being able to look at not only laying out the pipes of the orchard, but saying, hey, you know, your filters shouldn't go here. They should go here because you got to be able to turn a big rig around or something like that. So I was able to take that knowledge and apply it as well. So that felt useful to me in, like what my dad said, merging that math with the farming. Became a designer. So, yeah.
So I remember the first time I met you. You probably don't. I was at a party.
Bunko party.
Okay, you're right.
I do.
Good job.
Yeah.
I was not invited. Nobody invites me to anything.
As usual.
It was 2 hours into the. It was a 2.5 hour party, and you showed up at the second hour. So.
Sucks when you don't have many friends. But anyways.
The top is lonely.
Yeah, the top, it's lonely at the top, but I'm not really at the top yet. But anyways, I saw him walking around. He was wearing, still remember you were wearing a Nelson hat.
Yeah.
And I said, who is that kid? Johnny Trost tells me, oh, it's Chase Ulrich. He's an engineer. I said, what company does he work for? I'm not going to say the company. Anyways, I said, hey, I need an engineer. I want to interview him. Mm-hmm. So I got your number. I called you.
Yeah, you called me, I would say in November, sometime around there.
And I'm trying to remember our conversation. I said, hey, I'm looking for an engineer. I want to meet with you, right?
Yeah. And your pitch was actually more along the lines of the Ag Center. You said I need an engineer, not necessarily for irrigation, but, we're going to be designing machines like the Caddyshack machines.
Yep, 100%.
I remember all those conversations, and I said, well, that's great because I learned how to do machine design and irrigation design, but I was happy where I was.
Yep.
And I remember telling you that, and you were respectful. And
so it was like a week later you called me again, right? Or
no, it was. I mean, we did our thing for another month or two, and then you called me out of the blue.
Yeah, but didn't you have a dream?
I
remember something about a dream.
No.
That you had a dream about God saying that you need to come over here. No, I'm not joking. Doug, unless Doug was bullshitting with me. Doug told me
was
that.
a part of it, but I didn't have a dream
asked,
like
why
that.
is he coming? And Doug told me, he goes, well, he called me and said he had a dream last night that God said that I got to come work for Doug. Well, that's just story he told me.
That's a good dream. Maybe I did. I don't know. But,
fucking Bonds.
I never know what to
Bonds,
believe.
you are a scumbag, but you're a good son of a gun.
good guy.
Okay. Anyways, shut that mic off, number one, for Bonds.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
That's what you told me.
All right. So I remember I was supposed to meet Chase on a Saturday. I call him up.
Uh-huh.
No, I text him, or Brett. He's with Brad Samuelson, and they're going to come meet me. I'm supposed to go meet them in Chowchilla. My wife needed help. I text him. I said, hey, you come to my house. So
That was out of the blue. You said, come to my house, and I was like, whoa, this guy wants me to drive to Fresno.
Yep.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah. So they show up to my house. Chase walks in. He's dressed to the nines, got a nice pair of Wranglers on.
Yeah.
Looking good. And I don't think I said, I don't think the conversation lasted more than 5 minutes. I asked Chase, I said, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Do you like going to work more than you like going home? And he said, no.
Right away.
I said, then wherever you're working right now, you need to leave, whether you come work for me or not. You need to go somewhere else because you're not in the right career. No offense to going home at night, but you need to be pumped. You need to be dedicated to the job you're going to do in the morning. And I said, I'm sorry, but you're at the wrong job today. I got up. I was wearing my gym shorts. Had my little son. I had to go grab him. I said, so if you want to come work with me, or not me, Central, you got a job. If you don't, go back to your job where you're at right now and enjoy what you're doing, because I know truthfully you're not happy where you're at. So you come with us, we're going to change you, and you're going to be what you really want to be. He says, I want to do this, I want to do that. And he called me.
Yeah, I went home, and you don't know this happened, but that week, my boss where I was, he he kind of took me aside, and I was doing really good there, and he said, "Hey, you're doing great. I could see 5-10 years down the road, I could see you managing this branch." And I was excited at the time, but I went home that night and I was like, managing an irrigation branch? I don't think that's what my life is about. I said, I should be doing more than that 5 to 10 years down the road. And so that's kind of what the decision was. Hey,
I don't know your ex-boss, but thank you.
yeah. And that's when I made the decision at home on the spot. And
then you had that dream.
Then I had the dream.
He had this dream that Josh, and Chase.
Did I
came
called you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called me and he came on, and we were so small then.
It was great.
I felt it special. I got to mentor with Chase a lot.
Every day.
I seen him designing in this like little key, and I was just like, this kid's got talent, and he's a fabulous designer, which he runs a whole design team, but his real passion is going out to the field, I think, and helping growers and things like that. I think it was an evolution for him. I'm proud of Chase. He started Central Tulare literally by himself. And so instead of being a branch leader, you're a branch starter.
Yeah.
And you went and started something 100 miles away from our home base. And you're landing contracts, you're doing things down there, and I don't feel I feel when I can see things through your eyes of what's happening down there, I feel comfortable and confident. And you've been able to do that and create business and do a good job. And not many, how old are you?
27.
27, gonna have a child, boy.
Yep.
He's gonna have a little boy right now. And Chase, you're a rock star, and you are. I think you're going to be something memorable in the irrigation business. There's guys before us, such as the Larry Rompels of the world, the Vagar Valley, Mike Conrads of IDC. People I don't know. They're our competition, but they have created a big footprint, and I think you're going to be remembered as one of them.
Thank you.
Because I even though they're my competition, I embrace competition, but I respect them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I respect the founders of what's happening. You got to remember those guys because they've done some big things, and I think you're the new breed of that. I
appreciate that.
And so I challenge you to keep that going. I challenge people to meet you because they're going to be special. You're going to Texas, Arizona,
next week.
New Mexico. Where do you see the next 5 years for yourself? And what do you see taking your irrigation company now?
5 years. I think we'll have the same core mentality as a company, just bigger, more people. I think the way that we've set up this company, when I started, I think there was like only a handful of people in the office, and now we have over 100 employees.
We do?
And we do, yeah.
Okay.
What office? There was no office at first.
There was no office. And the way we've grown that, the mentality stayed the same. So I that's one of my biggest goals for the next 5 years is to keep that small business mentality in a big growing business. Personally, my goals are definitely to have some sort of out-of-state presence, bigger than what we have right now. But also being able to keep our presence here in the Valley, stronger and stronger every year. But I'm looking really hard at Texas right now. Not a lot of competition there, big farmers. So that's my goal right now, securing the Valley and moving out and branching out. Also, within our divisions, we have a great design department, But personally, I want to get my PE and keep that going. We just got our contractor's license, so, big step for us. So maybe taking it to the next level and doing canals and big lakes and reservoirs and stuff like that too. So it's another big goal of ours.
You will do that. Josh, I know you got thrown in here because you got thrown in here right now. You're like the late night straggler.
Yeah.
He's the glue.
Yeah.
I'm the filler.
Yeah. The
Well, you're
filler.
like the last, you're leaving the bar at 2:00. You're in the corner. And
Yeah.
I'm happy with you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm the 4.
Josh, real quick, give me a 30-second, 45-second deal. What it's like, the transition when Chase came on for Central, and what it's like been working with him.
When Chase came on, I'd like to think it's because of Chase, but things just started changing quickly. You guys grew fast. You guys were just taking on big jobs, just getting stuff done. And it helped me out too, because I rely on you guys a lot. Mm-hmm. As much as, this, both of you know this, I think of myself as part of the team at Central too.
Oh, yeah.
And I know, when things are going great, I'm like, yeah, us Central. And when things are bad, I'm like, oh, those Central guys. Every company that's in the Ag Center, it's we when things are great, Yeah. But no, like you were just with me, last Saturday? We're Saturday morning. You're with me checking valves and trying to get pressures right. You grind. You work hard. You're very well respected, and I think you've been a great addition to Central. So I think Central's came a long way. Like you mentioned earlier about systems not being designed right back in the early days. I still deal with that a little bit to this day, and things are getting better.
Yeah.
So
We're making it better.
Well, we're gonna close out, but real quick, Chase, hit me on one thing. What do you feel differentiates yourself, or what do you feel that's special where you work at? Not saying you're better than other people, just what's the atmosphere you guys carry there that you feel you can bring to customers, or you enjoy with customers, whatever that may be. What's the difference between maybe where you've worked before, or where you see going? I just kind of fill me in. What are you feeling at Central? What's a day-to-day feeling? Because you got a lot of pressure under you.
Yeah, that was a lot of questions, but
I know.
I'll try to answer it in one answer.
Sum it up. You got 45 seconds. 90 seconds.
The biggest thing that I feel every day is that everyone at Central is a person first, not an employee. And I think the customers catch on to that. We're all farmers. Either we own our own farms, we have families who own farms, we worked on a farm, or we, care about farming or whatever. But we're all people first. We're not all out there to get this job and take this customer and stuff like that. We're out there to help a fellow guy in our state or our Central Valley or our town. That's why we go to work every day, and that's the biggest thing I think that separates us from everyone else. Is we try to hire people who really care about everybody and not just want to win the job or win the bid or get the best price. We just want to do the best thing we can because we care about our work, I think, more than anyone else.
I agree with that. We've hired some knuckleheads. We got rid of some knuckleheads.
Got to go through them a little bit.
You've helped me adjust that, and you've been a great leader. Anybody who's interested in working for Central, you got a leader, a gladiator ahead of you to help you kick ass, do the best you can. No knuckleheads accepted.
No loud.
Full board. Ag Center, Central Irrigation. Thank you again, Chase.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, our late
Josh.
night 2:00 appointment.
Yeah.
Josh
filler.
Bonds.
Yep.
Filler.
The filler.
You
Good
did a
at
good
it.
job, bud.
Thank you.
And we're out.